Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Thursday, November 20th, 2025, and this is my daily ritual stand-up, my morning vlog. I like to start my day each day by turning on the lights and camera here in the studio and talking to you about what I've been doing next, and the results of those things. And we try to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. Just realized during the live stream the other day, we were chatting, it was during the edit, and we realized that 3-year anniversary beginning of this month. November 1st whizzed right by, but it was November 1st, 2022 when I was laid off from my job back then. And I figured I could do this for at least a year and survive. And then it was about 18 months, and then it was about 3 years. And here we are, over 3 years of doing this. I'll talk a little bit at the end of this video about where I'm at now. You know, I really didn't talk about that anniversary at all. Which, I mean, it's the anniversary of getting fired. I guess you don't, yay, party, right? But it's the beginning of this journey. So let's talk about yesterday first and taking care of business, and then we'll chat just a little bit about that. Yesterday I started the morning doing a little podcast writing, recording new episodes tomorrow. So just kind of filling in some slots on our card, getting ready for that. During the morning, the next episode of Bit by Bit News dropped and didn't do very well. Kind of a flop today, or from yesterday. Just under 1,000 views on that one. But, you know, every now and then they do huge numbers, and had a couple that did kind of poorly there. But, you know, anyone who watches that can see the production quality of George's work increasing. I mean, he's not an editor. He's not a shooter, right? He's someone who's trying to create something and learn from what we have done and take a little advice, and he continues to get better. So I feel bad for him when videos don't do great, but he's sticking with it. I think he's found the groove, and he's committed to it. So anyway, the next one's coming, right? Sunday, have another one coming. I got to work late morning on the next review that's going to come out today. So this is the My Arcade Casino Player, something we looked at, and it's actually, it's been, where's it, back here on my shelf somewhere? It's been, I don't know, back there somewhere. On the shelf, yeah, over there. There's one, just right behind my camera. But there's been one sitting on my shelf for a while because I had one early to look at and evaluate. But finally, it's out and released. So it was there's like over 30 games on that thing, and so I looked at a lot of them. There's a lot to look at. It's not just a cookie cutter review. It took some time. So I started shooting that in the morning. Did a little writing after lunch. Came back, shot all the gameplay and table stuff, and got that all edited and got it out to members yesterday. Probably 4:30 or 5, or at least it to members. Now here's the cool thing. You'll remember often when I release a video early to members, that's a litmus test for me to kind of see how might it perform, because that's a small audience, and of those few hundred people, how many go and watch it. And this is one of those where we had greater than 50 people go and watch it early as a member. And when it's over 50 right now, that's kind of the mark where I'm like, oh, that video might do well. So if that many of the small pool of people clicked on it, imagine how many people of the much larger pool might click on it. So I have good hopes for that one, and it will release this morning at 11 a.m., just a little bit after this vlog drops. Then in the evening, got together with Kat and Will, and we recorded the new episode of 1980s Now, and that episode was live. It will be public, I guess, the edited version. I think it's on Tuesdays. Next Tuesday, you'll get that. Let's talk about stats, shall we? Still surviving on my new chart, doing okay. Views are down a little, not bad. Subscribers are up a little, even better. So let me bring up my chart and show you. I'd like to be at or above this midpoint of 20,000 views and 200 subscribers average over the last 7 days. Upper left, you see last 28 views. Upper right, last 28 day subscribers. 24,000 views and 252 subscribers average over the last 7 days. And those are great numbers. Remember, the target used to be 13,000, and now it's 20. We're at 24. Target used to be, can't remember now, was it 150 subscribers? Yeah, and we're up to 250. We're 100 over that, so really good. Speaking of subscribers then, yesterday we had just crossed 134 and had like 15 or 20 on the tail end. This morning, 134 and a quarter, a little over a quarter, I think. Might be 260 or so. So we're well on our way. You know, it might, we have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe, we might by Monday, certainly by Tuesday, I think we might hit 135. How cool is that? Very cool is the answer. That was rhetorical. So today, a very straightforward day. A final podcast writing to get ready for tomorrow. I mean, I say final, I'll do a little more tomorrow as well. Produce the video for tomorrow today. So this is an embargoed press kit that cannot be shown until the 21st, which is tomorrow. So I've had it sitting on a shelf. I had it on my calendar. I knew when it had to come out. Doing it today. Get it ready to release tomorrow. I can't release it to members early because that would break the embargo. So it will come out to everyone tomorrow morning. Then I have lunchtime. I'm going to take a trip downtown. I have to drop off a check to my financial advisor people that came in the mail, drop that off to them. Then I'll come back, finish up the day, finish editing, get that video scheduled for tomorrow. And that should start the ramp up of our great new weekend, right? Right? Let's hope. Let's hope. Talk very, very briefly about the 3-year mark. You know, it's not like I made any notes or anything. It was just, it came up in the live the other day that it was. And it's really cool that, you know, looking back to, I know some of you have gone back and rewatched the old vlogs from all the way back in the day. The vlog was much more about, you know, oh, here's my experience of having lost my job and how I feel about it. And that, you know, I still think about my job and the people that I work with, and a few of them I even talk to on occasion, but it doesn't really enter my mind anymore. In fact, sometimes I have to remind myself that I don't have a job, a regular job. I mean, I clearly have a job, I'm working, but I mean, because I feel like I have the responsibilities of a job to myself, and so I get up each morning and I kind of know what I have to do. You have to be a self-motivated person because you're my motivational, you're my manager, you're my supervisor, you know, because it would be so easy to, I think it would be easy for some people to have no job and just kind of go, well, I want to do all these great things, but I don't have to do it today. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow, you know, and I am a terrible procrastinator, but something about the structure of this experiment that I'm now 3 years into, something that has struck me now looking back on it is creating the structure of like this vlog, and you know, later we added Friday plays, things that happen on a clock that I know I have to get this out every morning, I have to do this every Friday, and now I kind of produce something for every Saturday. Kind of as I get those in my mind, I know that they've got to be done. And so while I am a procrastinator, the only thing that offsets that is that I hate to be late. I'd sooner be an hour early than a minute late for things, you know, going to somewhere. So I know things are going to release, and so if they're late, you know, I feel anxiety over it. So it's really helped to have those kind of weird personality traits. But you know, looking back now, it's been a much. I thought within 3 years when I started this, I figured at this point, 3 years in, I would either be a tremendous success or I would be back in the job market. And neither of those things are true today. I'm not back in the job market because I have been a nominal success. So each successive month and quarter, we're making small gains, and it's manageable. You know, I always say I'm indefinitely sustainable, and indefinitely sustainable really is beyond me. There's really a team of 3 people that we want to be able to sustain in order to do this right. I mean, you can imagine the work that Mo and George do to try to support what we do here is what they can squeeze in the cracks between their real jobs. And, you know, we would ideally love to grow this into something that could sustain us all, not just me. You know, I was thrown in the deep end and said, you have no job, go. And so I said, well, let's see if we can make a go of this. And it's almost to the point where it can sustain me. Well, it might have been until I got hit with that insurance crap yesterday, but there's always emergencies that pop up, right? So it's one of those things that's, you know, when you're living kind of shoestring, kind of definitely paycheck to paycheck to maintain things, it's very scary. There's a lot of insecurity around it, and I only have to continue to do it because that's offset by the little burst of endorphin and joy that I get out of the creation and publishing and success of content that people enjoy watching. So it's been something, and it's not over yet. Still cooking along, you know. I think at the beginning I'm like, you know, we'll try this for a year and see how the runway does, and maybe we'll, you know. And now every day it's just like, well, I'm still solvent and I'm still doing okay, and there's still money in the bank. I'm going to keep plugging away at it, and that's where we're at 3 years on. How about that? Okay, well, let's make it 3 years and a whole other month. Get busy today so we can move on to the next one. I want to thank you, of course, for popping in to check out today's vlog if you did. If you're here every day, regularly watching me, sharing your input and your insight, keep me motivated. I love you for that. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great Thursday. Please don't forget to do something good for yourself. And I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.